Hello everybody and welcome back to Mario RPG. Now, after we encountered of Mallow telling us that we need to go visit his grandpa in Tadpole Pond, we need to head to Kero Sewers to do so. But, like I always do, we gotta stock up on some some items. But, Mallow talked to the shopkeeper, and now he's reinforming the shopkeeper that he got his frog coin back. And now the shopkeeper is giving us cricket pie for Grandpa's grandfather. This is going to be essentially Mallow's weapon of the game for a little bit. Not too long, just a little bit. So I tried to talk to a little bit of the people in Mushroom Kingdom, and then I kind of just realized that, hey, there's just really no importance. So I'll just, go and walk around and talk and figure out that they really don't have anything to say that's really important. And I mean, the NPCs in this game, they say stuff. Sometimes they say really cool stuff. Like this guy, Croco took his wallet, like I said earlier, and we give it back to him, and he gives us a flower tab. Flower tabs being really useful, just like, so just keep using flower tabs and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just decided to save the game. And like I said, I'll be cutting out every save file, because I don't know, it takes like a second, but it's still kind of pointless to keep in for me. But anyways, now we head on to Kero Sewers, which is on a different part of the map, believe it or not. So, as we see on the pipe, this is the entrance, and Grandpa says, watch out, Belome. We'll see what Mallow's talking about for Belome. So how pipes work in this game is, they're like other Mario games where you press down to go down the pipe. It's weird because this is an isometric 3D kind of thing, while in the other platformers, it's either 3D and it does it automatically, or it's 2D. It's not that bad. It's not like it's hard to do or anything, but whatever. So our first new enemy of the game, Rat Funk, and I believe that black guy's just called Shadow. So I'm not sure. Rat Funk is most often to leave a battle. And oftenly, I think he does poison you a lot, he does run away a lot, and I think he has a high evasion rate, I'm not so sure. But that's it. Mallow's magic against the ghosts, like Shadow, it's really not that good. Shadow himself, he does, I wouldn't say good damage, he does an average amount of damage, maybe like 2 to 3 to 5 or something, really depends on your armor. Mario takes up the enemies pretty quickly because Mario's attack is really good. I forgot to mention, when you upgrade or when you level up, your level ups, POW, HP, and star points, or whatever the star is raising your magic attack and raising your magic defense. POW is raising your attack and your normal defense. So don't feel as if you're just getting attack power. You're also getting regular defense. So yeah. But poison is poison, like most other RPGs, is an annoying status, and you want to get rid of it right after you get it. But unlike other RPGs where it stays there permanently until you use a spell, it wears off after a while. A lot of the status effects in this game wear off after a short time, so you shouldn't really worry about it so much. But yeah. And here we have a new enemy. I don't remember his name off the bat, but he casts, I think, was it a spell? You know those the spells that have those heart symbols? Those heart symbols. I think he cast Algae, which I think it makes the characters like it does that to the characters, and pretty much it means you can't use your special attacks. For Mario, that's not such a big deal because I don't really mind. But if it's like Mallow or something, yeah, it's kind of a big deal because Mallow's physical attacks aren't that great. So we got an item, Pure Water. Pure Water is an item that gets rid of ghosts immediately. Not all of them, just a single ghost. A ghost, mind you, not like any other normal enemy. So yeah. And we got another star, so let's go run around crazy and just kill everything in our path, and yada 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 experience. As I try to get this boo, and I miss, and then I get him. But whatever. So we go down, and I'll be honest, Kero Sewers is in a very confusing place. I make it out to be very confusing because I really don't pay attention to where I'm supposed to be going, and I kind of end up walking around like an idiot, and so just expect me to do a lot of stupid stuff. But anyways, we have Booze. Ghosts are resistant to Mallow's magic attacks. So, well, at least I think they are. Because whenever I used Thunder before on these guys, it wouldn't do that much damage. I'd recall it do maybe like 20 or something. I'm not sure. So let's see how much Thunder does here. Yeah, a total of like 18 to 13 damage. That's really not that much, considering these guys have like 90 to 80, or maybe like 80 to 90 health or something. Even though Mario does like so much damage. So, Endo Bubble, when it makes the character shake like that, I think the only status effect that it does is make the character have a lower defense, and it means they can't attack as fast. So I recommend, or not as fast, but I think they can't attack as much as normally they would do. Lightning Orb is just a magic attack, so Mallow could take it, I guess. Not really, 12 damage is a lot, but, you know. These spells, Lightning Orb, it's kind of... I think it's one of the most damaging moves in the beginning of the game, but, you know, like, nothing in... Carol Sewers isn't a more difficult place. I don't really think the game gets difficult, well, at least by my standards. I don't think the game gets difficult until, about, say, midway or something like that, but, yeah, whatever. Sweet. Another thing, the lucky system. The lucky system is, it'll either give you more experience or more coins, so you double that up. So for experience, or it's random in terms, you kill an enemy and you get those flowers and it gives you a lucky. Lucky gives you double money or double experience if you get it right, if you get it the Yoshi. If you get the bird, a tie, obviously you keep your experience and your money exactly the same. And if you get the fuzzy, the black thing, it gets rid of it gets rid of the option that you chose, like, or you don't choose it, but it gets rid of the option they gave you, like money or experience. So whenever there's an option for lucky experience, I kind of don't want to, because I don't want to lose experience that I just wasted a battle for, but nah. So I just keep jumping around, not noticing what to do. So we're back at the beginning because I'm not being smart. So then I figure out that I have to go back and do a bunch of stuff. Those Cheep, I'm not sure if you can fight them now, but it doesn't matter. Because Cheep aren't that hard of a fight anyway. I think we'll see them later. So yeah. See, as I keep running around and stuff. I'd like to... Right here, that treasure chest, I recommend not hitting that, because that treasure chest is a mimic. And mimics in this game do so much damage. It's not even funny. They do so much damage, it's not fair. So I recommend you don't fight them. Maybe until like later after the game you really have nothing to do. But just don't fight them now. It's too much of a hassle on you. They do a lot of damage, and they just have a high defense too. Like their status abilities, their status defense towards magic and POW is just ridiculous. But whatever. In water, like every normal Mario game, you move a lot slower. So a normal running is a lot faster. Meanwhile, walking is swimming is a tedious thing to do. But anyways, thank God I'm cutting out all these battles, because Carol Sewers would be long if I didn't. Oh man. But you'll see me go into my inventory, re-heal myself every now and then, because I do often tend to... I'll keep that in because I just want to show you guys that I've lost health. So we came in here to... Yeah, that battle cutout was kind of awkward, but hey, whatever. I mean, it was just a battle that we've seen before. So here's a new battle. Cheep. How are they flying in the air? Beats me. Are they hard? No, they're really pathetic, actually. They can't do much. They have a really low defense. They have a really low attack. And I think they don't give that much experience. I'm not so sure. I'll see. But yeah, 3 experience isn't that much. We've been getting like 5 to 6. It sounds kind of weird because most RPGs would give you like 20 or something. But now we're heading on to fighting the boss, Ballome, as we go down this pipe, because we need to go to Mallow's dad. This must be Ballome. Is this his fire hose or his tongue? Mohoho, a snack, you're it. So, Ballome. I wouldn't say he does too much damage. Mario, keep attacking, just like Mac. Not that hard. Mallow, you want to use Thunder, because I think Thunder does like 20 to 30 or 40 damage on him. Also, Ballome has a gimmick for this fight, where he goes after Mallow, and he keeps saying things like, "Oh, I'm so hungry. He looks so tasty," because he imagines Mallow as a tasty little marshmallow thing. So he's only gonna go for Mallow. Mallow's thunder will do a lot of damage. Mario's normal attacks will do a lot of damage. Just keep that in mind. And eventually, like right here, as we'll see, Scrofunk is going to turn Mario into a Scarecrow. Scarecrows means turning into a Scarecrow means you pretty much just can't attack in terms of normal attacks. You can do magical attacks and heal yourself and defend yourself, but that's about it. You won't like do normal hammer attacks with Mario or like punches with Mallow or anything like that. See, as he's like, he can't stand it, he needs it, he insta hungry, so he pretty much eats Mallow, and we have to rely on Mario in his Scarecrow form, which honestly looks kind of weird, but hey, whatever. So, since I'm still resorted to it, and he just shot Mallow out, and I think the boss fight's almost done. Below him is not a very long fight. He's a pretty short one. He's a mid-boss, so don't worry. He's not hard. He shouldn't knock you guys out, because he doesn't do that much damage anyway. One thing I'd like to mention is Pure Water. And, Pure Water, it's useful for taking out one ghost, but it's really not that useful for much other stuff, because, like, it's such a hassle to do. It's such a hassle to even have it in your inventory, because you have limited space. But, whatever. As you guys probably saw earlier, there's audio cutting out, and there's a lot of frame. I had to keep that in, because if I didn't, I would have cut out precious seconds of the battle. So I had to resync the whole audio for Part 3 and Part 4, and Part 4 is still a lot of it is unsynced halfway through, and I just got really tired of syncing and unsyncing audio, and, man, I got so tired. So, but whatever. Like I said, Pure Water, it's useful to kill one ghost, but I really wouldn't use it because it takes up too much inventory space. You get so much of it in the Belome sewers or Kero sewers. You might as well sell it. It gives you like 75 coins if you sell it. That's a lot. So this crash course, I skipped the tutorial. The tutorial is pretty much press A to swim up, and I think it's pretty funny to see that Mario is swimming up a waterfall. And you can get frog coins, and frog coins I'll be explaining later and how useful they are and yada yada, but right now we don't need to worry about fighting or anything. It's just a nice little mini game to relax after such a serious beginning of the game. So now the barrel jumping event. Barrel jumping requires you, like, if you jump onto the barrel as soon as your barrel gets close to it like that, you will go onto the other barrel and just continuously keep going. If you don't jump on the other barrel, you'll get knocked to the other way and just be on the other direction. So you'll be in left or right. So it's better to either get hit depending on the line of rings, because the more rings you get, you know, the more you can buy stuff. I don't really find that much of a deal. Like, I don't really find this that useful because all these coins are just singular coins, but whatever. So enough about Crash Course. We're very close to Tadpole Pond, as we just went down a waterfall. So I'd assume that we're really close to where Mallow lives. I mean, look at this stuff Mario's been doing. He's gotten shot out by a waterfall, and now he's on a barrel, jumping for life. There's also Cheep Cheep here that knock you out. I'm not sure how much coins you lose, but whatever. I think it's like 5 maybe. So, you got 31 coins! Frog coins! 1 frog coin for 60 coins. I don't really find it that useful. You got 31 coins, but that's not enough to cash in for you. Come and try again! Here's something I picked up for you. Knock Knock Shell. Mario's new item. It's very useful! Equip it as soon as you get it. Whenever you get a new item, equip it, because I recommend doing that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and I'll see you next time for part 4.